Sorry, I was also disconnected.
Let us try to bring ourselves where we are seated. Let us try to bring our attention where you are physically. Let us put both our hands on Mother Earth and let us take Sri Ganesh mantra. Om Tvameva Sakshat Sri Ganesha Sakshat Sri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Let us put our left hand towards Srimataji, keeping the right hand on Mother Earth. Let us take our attention to the left side of our body. Let us take Shri Mahakali, Bhadrakali, Kalki Kali mantra. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahakali Bhadrakali Kalki Kali Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Let us pray to Shamati. Mother, kindly remove all the obstacles, all the attachments, all the impure desire, all the drags towards my path. From left side of my body and pass them into Mother Earth. Let us bring our attention to the left hand palm and observe the vibration. Slowly, let us move our right hand back in the lap and let us point our left hand towards the sky. Let us bring our attention to the right side of our body. Let us take Sri Mahasaraswati Mantra. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahasaraswati Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. With attention to the right side of our body, let us pray to Shamataji, Mother, kindly remove all the excessive heat, all the doership from my right side of my body and pass it into it. Let us say, Mother, only you are the doer. I am not, and so is nobody else. I surrender my future actions to your divine speech. Let us observe the vibrations on the right hand palm. Slowly, let us move both of hands towards central heart with attention on central channel. Let us take Sri Mahalakshmi. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahalakshmi Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mata Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Let us ask for the balance. Mother, kindly keep my attention in this center. Mother, kindly keep me in balance. Let us bring our hand slowly in the lap. Let us slowly open our eyes. If you have the foot soaking setup, the water in the foot soaking bowl with some salt. And if you do not have it, please keep the attention throughout the foot soaking exercise on your white. Let us hydrate the foot soaking water by taking Shri Samudra Devata Sakshat Mantra. Om Dvamev Sakshat Shri Samudra Devata Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Let us slowly put both of our feet in the water, ankle deep. Let us all, in collectivity, pray to Shrimadaji, cleanse the Bhavsagra of our collective. Let us bring our attention to the void area, to the Bhavsagra. We will be taking the mantra of all the Gurus and the Adi Guru. Let us take Sri Adi Guru Dattatreya mantra. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Adi Guru Dattatreya Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mata Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Let us take Sri Raja Janak. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Raja Janak Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Let us pray to Shrimadaji. Mother, You are the Guru of all Gurus. Mataji, you are my master. Let us take Sri Abraham mantra. Om Tvameva Saksha Shri Abraham Saksha Shri Adi Shakti Mata Ji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Loud. Om Tvameva Saksha Shri Lao Tse Saksha Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Shri Zoroaster. Om Tvameva Saksha Shri Zoroaster Saksha Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Shri Sainath. Om Tvameva Saksha Shri Sainath Saksha Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Let us take Shri Moses Saksha. Om Tvameva Saksha Shri Moses Saksha Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Let us pray to Shri while giving vibrations to our voice. Mother, kindly make me my own master. Shri kindly give me the gravity. Kindly give me the peace, the balance, the command. Kindly make me worthy of the Guru principle. Let us take Sri Socrates mantra. Om Tvameva Saksha Sri Socrates Saksha Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Let us take Shri Confucius. Om Tvameva Saksha Shri Confucius Saksha Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Let us take Shri Muhammad. Om Tvameva Saksha Shri Muhammad साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माता जी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः. With our eyes open, looking at Shrimataji's painting. Let us observe the thoughtlessness. Let us pray to Shrimataji. Mother, kindly pass all the negativity, my void, all the obstacles that are pulling me down in my essence. Please pass those obstacles, those negativities into this salted water. Let us pray to Shrimataji. Mother, kindly pass all the negativity, the outside influences which deviate my attention from the central point. Pass all those outside influences into this. Take the attention in the void, left to right, and observe the peace, balance, while keeping the attention within void near the liver area. Let us raise our left hand again, pointing towards the sky. Let us take Sri Himalaya mantra. Om Tvame Saksha Sri Himalaya Saksha Sri Adi Shakti Mata Ji Sri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namah. Let us take Sri Chandrama Saksha. Om Tvameva Saksha Sri Chandrama Saksha Sri Adi Shakti Mata Ji Sri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namah. Let us bring our hand back in the lab while staying in thoughtlessness. What we observe the vibrations and surrender all the thoughts which are coming. without engaging them. Try to be in the moment where you are. This is your time. This is your moment with the Adi Shakti herself in the form of Guru. Make all use of it. Everything else can be. Everything else is not important. Let us feel the collectivity. Let us quickly wash our feet with clean water without breaking our skin. With attention, with Sahasrar, let us listen to Shrimataji's song, the Guru Principle. With attention, with Sahasrar, let us listen to Shrimataji's song, the Guru Principle.
Get to the stage where we could really worship the Guru.
With attention, with Sahasrar, let us listen to
When
Shrimataji's
we
song,
worship
the Guru
our Guru,
Principle.
we have to know actually we are trying
Get
to
to
awaken
the
stage, the Guru principle where we could really worship the Guru.
With attention,
It's not only that you are here to worship your Guru.
with Sahasrar, let us listen to
You may worship. When
Shrimataji's
we
song,
worship
the Guru
our Guru
Principle.
many a times, we have to know actually the vibrations would flow. We are trying to awaken stage. Maybe the Guru principle might really worship. Get filled with that And
with attention.
it's not only that you are here to worship your Guru, elevated.
Let us listen to
You may
Srimad
worship, when we
Bhagavatam
worship
and Guru
our Guru
principle.
many a times. But this nourishment, we have to know when we worship our Guru, we have to know actually we are trying to awaken the Guru principle within ourselves. It's not only that you are here to worship your Guru. You may worship. When we worship our Guru many a times, we have to know actually the vibrations would flow. We are trying to awaken maybe the Guru principle within ourselves. It's not might get filled with that and you feel elevated, nourished. But this nourishment has to be retained within ourselves. So always might remember, get filled with that. And whenever you feel worshipping any principle, spend little more time than normal to get to the stage where we could really worship the Guru. When we worship our Guru, we have to know, actually, we are trying to awaken the Guru principle within ourselves. It's not only that you are here to worship your Guru. You may worship many a times. Maybe the vibrations would flow. Maybe that you might get filled with that and you feel elevated, nourished. But this nourishment has to be retained within ourselves. So always remember, then whenever you are worshipping any principle outside, you are trying to worship your own principle within yourself. Within us, as you know, in all of us, there lies the principle of Guru. It's very interesting to notice the Guru principle being drawn beautifully round the Nabhi chakra. You never see any chakras connected with the Guru principle. You see Nabhi and around is the Bhavasagara. So this Bhavasagara, which is the ocean of illusion, cannot be the Guru. So there are hidden chakras within this Bhavasagara, within us, which are to be awakened and to be brought to light, to be manifested. As you can see that the limits of this principle are done by the movement of the Swadhisthana chakra. Swadhisthana is the chakra which gives you first and foremost thing is the creativity. A person who is a guru has to be creative by nature. If you are not a creative person, you cannot become a guru. For example, you are faced with disciples with whom you have to converse. You have to create a word of divine magic to impress on the disciples or the people who are attracted towards you as gurus, to show that you have much more divine magic than them. If you are a very mundane type of a person, very ordinary, cannot create a beautiful couplet or a beautiful sentence, or a humor, or a joke, or a beautiful painting, or a beautiful tapestry, or a beautiful house. If you lack in creativity, you will lack in your Guru principle. Because a Guru has to create out of ordinary people something extraordinary. He should be able to create a new personality out of an old personality which is decaying. So the first principle you have to understand within yourself that you should be able to create a new personality in a person. So, how do we do it? Of course, you have got powers to raise the Kundalini, you have got powers to cure people, you have got powers to talk big or talk small. Despite all that, if you cannot create a new personality out of the persons with whom you are dealing, then you are not a Guru. And the new personality has to be a special personality of very unique combination of compassion and dynamism. So it is important that in your creativity you have to use the energy of compassion. You can only mold people through compassion and never through anger, never through suppression, never through showing off your powers of Gurudom. Unless and until you handle the situation and the personality very carefully, showing all the respect, showing all the concern and all the love for the person whom you are giving realization, just showing off that you are a great Guru, it will only create a kind of a fear about you, and after some time people would not like to see your faces. So the most important thing about Guru principle is that you have to create. Many people get realization, all right? They get realization, then they stay in some ashrams maybe. They come to pujas, they listen to music, they may dance, they laugh, they are collective, but still their Guru principle is not awakened unless and until they have created many, many more Sahajogis. So the vision of a Guru should be, how many Sahajogis I am going to create? How am I going to use this creativity to create more Sahajogis? So the basis or the essence Where do we pay our attention the most? If we are honest, we can think on human level, we pay our attention to our children, to our wife, to our husbands, to our family, the relationships which are with love. So, when your attention has got the compassion and the love for another person, then only you can work out the realization of others. If you have to work out the realization of others, it has to be an intense love for another person. If you don't have that intensity, you are just moving your hands, raising the Kundalini because your mother has given you powers and it's finished off. That intensity of love can only give you success with your pure attention, and I think the pure attention can only love. Impure attention cannot love, because all impure attention is self-oriented, I-oriented. They are not self in the sense, spiritual-oriented. But the idea that spirituality is love, it seems to be a new idea for many people. They think spirituality means a person who is just absolutely dry like a beanstalk, and nobody can go near that person, nobody can communicate with such a person because that person is too pure. If the soap cannot cleanse your body, what's the use of having the soap? If the soap is afraid to come near you, then it's better not to be called as soap. So, we come to the point that the creativity, if it is our aim, lakshya, for that the attention we should purify and to be purified with love, with compassion. And the same attention, when it is filled with love and compassion, it gives you dynamism, it gives you strength, it's untiring zeal you get. And the joy of seeing your reflection into another person is very beautiful. No words can describe it. Actually, when you give realization to another person, what you try to see is your image in that person. As if out of an ordinary glass, you are making it into a beautiful mirror. And then you want to see that. That is how you create. You create your own reflections, and through the cleansing of the reflectors, once you understand that without creativity, this Guru Puja is useless for you. If you just live for yourself, for your family, for your husband, or just for an ashram, then you have not expanded at all. You have not done any duty towards your Guru. Of course, as soon as you take to this principle you develop so many qualities within you. The first you develop is wisdom. Because you realize where you are going wrong, why this is not working out, why there's a problem, why your creativity doesn't act. It becomes evident to you, obvious to you, and you start learning. And wisdom comes to you and you understand. Wisdom is when you realize your mistakes and rectify them. And with that, you develop the balance, the understanding, how to deal with another personality. I always tell the story of a car, that there's an accelerator and also there's a brake. You have to use first both of them without understanding what is it. Still you are not a guru. You are not even a driver. Then when you know, then you automatically drive, then you are a driver. But still the master is sitting behind. So now you have to become the master. And when you become the master, you can balance the vehicle and you can see the driver, accelerator and also the brake. And you can manage it just in a very simple manner. So this Guru principle is limited and goes on increasing its limitations, like the horizon. As you start growing into more creativity, the more people you create. And the central point of this one is the Nabhi, is the center, which like a big pivotal point on which the whole of this movement takes place. Nabhi chakra, as you know, you get it from your mother to begin with. So a guru has to be the mother. He must have the qualities of the mother, not the modern mothers, but in the real sense of the word. That's a guru has to love her children and has to have strength and courage to correct her children. And the earnest desire should be to put the children onto proper lines, to guide them and to help them to rise. So the first nourishment comes to us even when we are in the womb of the mother, through the mother. And so you are the mother, though you may be a man or a woman, but in quality you are the mother. And whatever you think or whatever you do has an effect on the child. The way you behave, the way you talk, the way you live, everything has a bearing on the development of the child. In the same way, when supposing a Sahaja-yogi who is trying to give realization is a hypocritical person, if he is a wrong type of a person, if he does not respect his own guru, the children behave the same manner. And they take wrong things much faster. They see to wrong things first. So you have to be perfect in your behavior towards your own guru. You have to respect your own guru in a full way. Complete surrender to your own guru is important. Then they will see how you have treated your own guru, and that is how they will treat you. If you don't treat your guru with that respect, with that understanding, with that surrendering, then don't expect your children or the people whom you are guiding are going to respect you. So this Guru principle within us has to be like a great sage or a great seer who is above the normal mundane people and sees the things in a proper perspective and delivers the proper understanding of all this perspective he sees to his disciples, doesn't give them distorted or wrong ideas. Now, one may say that, Mother, how is it that the love we can express and also tell them the truth? You have to look after the benevolence, hitam. You have to look after the benevolence of your disciple. It may appear that he may not like what you are telling that person today. But a day will come when he will think, thank God your Guru has corrected you and has put you on the right path. If the goal of the disciple is not to ascend, is just to be there for some sort of a purpose, then it's better not to have such disciples. Not to have anyone of this kind who are not there for their own ascent, but for other gains which are absolutely of no avail. This question arises sometimes, how to love? It's a very funny question, that we don't know how to love human beings. We can love our things, we can love our useless things, we can love some sort of a beautiful scenery because it gives us joy. We can love some nice restaurant because you can get good food there, or some sort of a thing which is of a very baser nature. But love for love's sake is this, that when you really love for love's sake, then you try to put or implant that love into somebody else. That you make another person as lovable as you are. So the whole system becomes different if you understand that we have to base all our progress, all our movements, all our behavior, all our understanding on love. Otherwise, your Guru principle is extremely weak, and after some time you will find you are just standing out of the shores of Sahaja. Anybody who is attached or biased and has conditionings cannot become a Guru. Cannot. Because even if he becomes so-called, all those things will be reflected in that person. Or say if he is very full of ego, thinks knowing of himself and thinks that I am a great Guru, that ego also would be expressed. Supposing such a Guru talks too much, also find the disciple the same style. If he is a quiet type, you find the disciple the same style. So we reach a conclusion that first we must develop our own Guru principle. If we cannot develop that, it is no use doing any Guru Puja. because it is just temporary. It's not going to help you much unless and until you really decide that you are going to nourish and develop and establish your Guru principle. So today when you are worshipping me as the Guru, you must know that any amount of my talking, any amount of my giving you blessings or anything is not going to work out unless and until we really develop our own Guru principle and the depth. Because a Guru makes his disciple cross the Bhavasagara. He's like the boat who takes his disciples and crosses with love and with proper direction. That has to be with all of you. As it is, you are all realized souls. And as I have told you, you are all angels. But if you do not establish your Guru principle, you know of angels how they have fallen down and gone forever. So be careful. It's easy to be an angel, but difficult to maintain it. It is difficult to be the gods and goddesses, but easy to maintain it. So, all of you are here. I'm very happy to see that you have come to worship me as your Guru. And I would expect that my children are after my own image, that my image should be such that my children should feel that oneness with my image, and I should be a proud mother of so many children who have come from so many countries. May God bless.
Let us continue to be in thoughtless state while listening to Rag Malkau, Raga of Muladhara. Let us try. Slowly open our eyes. Let us thank Shri Mataji. Shri Mataji, thank you so much for establishing Guru principle within us. Shri Mataji, thank you so much for giving us hot lesson. Let us collectively bow down and take collective. Jai Shri Mataji.